Everybody start clapping right now. For y'all who don't know, ain't knowing, we got the one and only Queen Francis in the building.
Thank y'all.
You seen her. You seen her going viral on real life street stars. Hey, you know, first off, how you doing?
I'm good.
You know, you did a live like a week and a half ago with Terrance Gangster Williams.
Yes.
The reception was outrageous. People been asking about you. They've been DMing us. They want to know more. So here we are today. How you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me back.
Now, before we get all the way in now, just tell everybody where you're from.
I'm from Baltimore.
That accent, man, Baltimore. All right, talk to us, Queen, because we've been knowing you for a minute, man. How we met you, you know what I'm saying? You helped us set up the first Terrance Gangster Williams interview ever. You know what I'm saying? And from that moment, you know, we respected you as obviously a manager / publicist. But let's take it back. What is it that you do? You know what I'm saying? Let's first and foremost tell the people that what is the things that you do?
I have a casting agency, Queen France Casting Agency, where I cast models, actors, and actresses. And I also do bookings for different artists.
Okay. Can you tell us what is the most notable things that you have casted for thus far?
Well, right now I just I'm about to do a casting for Serena Williams after she had her baby, her and her sister. They're gonna be in a movie where they're gonna tape it in Miami. So they won't start that taping until like next year. But that's what I'm about to work on right now.
Okay. So you really got some skin in the game. I ain't gonna lie. I seen just going through your Instagram. I seen it. Were you in the Boosie movie? The My Struggle, the first one that he put out?
No, I wasn't. I was there, but I wasn't in that movie. I was in his latest movie, The Waterboy.
Okay, The Waterboys. Okay, so is it something that you casted for and you also directed and played in, or is it just, what was your role for that?
I was there. Like some of my models, I was able to get them in the movie. And I also was able to have a scene in the movie as the mother.
Now, you from Baltimore, you in the South right now, and you be with all these Southern people. What was it like being in Baltimore, and how did you get out here? How was that journey?
Well, being in Baltimore, for me, it wasn't like, my life wasn't rough or nothing like that, like how people portray as a wire. So that wasn't for me. Now, it is some neighborhoods that's really dangerous, and people be like, I want to go to Baltimore. I'll be like, okay, well, you need to stay in a certain area. Don't just go looking for a place that look like The Wire, because I don't know if you're going to make it from in that area.
Mm-hmm. Now, what's the most gangster thing you've seen while living in Baltimore?
The most gangster thing I've seen? I don't really stick around for all the gangster stuff. I might see it on the news or something like that, but right. I don't just hang out and wait for somebody to get real gangster.
Yeah, but I was just asking that because you be hanging with gangster. So I know you done been around.
Yeah, I like hanging with gangsters, but I don't be around with the gangsters do the gangster things.
Amen. So how did you make your way to, the South? Like, how was that? How did you get to start working in this area?
I always would go to like Atlanta for like different events. So I just was like, I'm gonna go ahead and move to Atlanta, because in Baltimore, it wasn't a lot for what I was trying to do as far as my agency, my career. Because when I went to Atlanta, I was doing music videos. And then I was going to do like different acting stuff.
Now let me ask you this, because Atlanta is like the capital of the world when it comes to music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when you were doing music videos, did they typecast you a lot? Like, you know how I think it was Tory Lanez, where they was tripping, where they was just always trying to get like the light-skinned girl or some shit like that. And then he kind of fought back and was like, nah, I need to get my shit well-rounded and got some chocolate girls. Did you ever deal with any of that when it came to music videos dealing in Atlanta?
Well, every artist want a different look. They may want skinny girls, they may want curvy girls, they may want BBWs. So all artists want different look. No artists want the same look.
You said no girls want what now?
No artists want the same look. They might want a light-skinned girl, brown-skinned girl, thick girl, skinny girl. Everybody wants something different.
Right. So what was the most, like, what music video or artist did you have the most fun on set working with?
I always have fun when I work with Boosie.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was some of the music videos you worked on with Boosie?
Boosie, Trouble. They did.
Oh, that Ain't My Fault video?
Yeah, I was there. Then That's a Big Old Booty right there. I was in that music video. That was Boosie's song.
Oh, okay. It ain't my fault. So with Trouble, man, like, it's crazy, right? Because me and Dion fuck with Trouble, like, as far as musically and shit, right? And then, you know, when we heard the story about how he got killed, where he was going to his girlfriend's house and the ex popped in and they got into the little shootout.
Right.
When you hear stories like that, do you feel like women don't sometimes keep it all the way real with they niggas about their situations? Because that situation could have been prevented easily.
Yeah, I feel like she should not have brought another man into their home because they were living together. And I know you might break up for like a week, but a week later, y'all probably get back together. I would have never brought a guy to my house. I would have went to a hotel. I would have went to his house. I would have never brought a guy to a house that me and somebody was just living in. Because y'all broke up for a week, but y'all gonna be right back together.
So what is the procedure when you got a crazy boyfriend? Like, honestly, like,
Don't bring nobody to your house. Like, if you want somebody, you want to go on a date or go out or whatever, don't bring somebody else to your house. Like, go get a hotel or go to his home.
How long when you got a crazy nigga is it before you feel like you can safely move on?
Well, you need to move out of their house, first of all. If he that crazy, like, you should just move, and like, you can block him from everything, but he can still find a way to contact you.
Have you ever been caught up in a stalker situation?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I remember one time I came outside, this guy had took all my tires off the car.
Damn.
Yes,
You ain't going no motherfucking word. So
Yes.
what? What happened after that? So you come outside, you see you ain't got no tires, then what?
I knew who did it because then he came back.
Oh, the nigga ain't even say nothing?
He was like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna bring your tires back. I knew. Then he came. I was driving the car. I pulled over. My tags was gone. He took my tags off the car. Like, them guys in Baltimore is different.
God damn. Now keep it real. Did you rekindle the relationship after that, or did you leave him all the way alone?
No, I left him alone. We still would be cool like after that, but after that, it wasn't nothing else. Cause he brought his son to my house and left like that little boy was mine, and was gone for a couple of days. And the little boy, when he came back, he was like, that's my dad knocking on the door. I was like, yeah, let's go get him. He said, no, let him not. Tell him I'm not here. And the little boy like 6 years old.
So the little boy stayed with you?
Yeah. And his phone was knocking on the door. I was like, come on, you gotta go with your phone. He like, no, I don't want to. So I'm like, how you gonna bring somebody else's son to my house and leave him in the door and pull off?
And then you had to raise him for 3 years?
Yeah.
You better than me. That nigga would have been at the shelter. Now, what are some of the hard things that you've had to deal with as far as working with other women? Like, what are some of the challenges when you have an agency?
Well, a lot of times they don't be on time. They'll say they on their way, they'll come late. They want to talk to the artist, like give their phone number out. And they feel like if they have sex with this artist, then they could be the main girl in another video. And I tell them, like, okay, it's okay to have sex with somebody, but don't just have sex with these guys just to be in the video, because you don't know if you're going to be the main girl or you're going to be an extra. So you don't want other artists to be like, oh, yeah, that's the girl I had sex with. And then another artist like, oh, yeah, I had sex with her too. You doing all this just to be in music videos and you just be an extra. You not even a main girl. So don't just have sex with these artists to be in a music video.
Do you find it crazy that you actually have to tell women that, like, hey, just don't be great having sex with the artists?
Yeah, because some of them be like, sometimes they be so thirsty. Yeah. And it all depends like who the artist is. Like, they get like.
What's the thirstiest thing you've seen a woman do to get the artist's attention?
Sometimes they get naked. Or they.
What you mean just walk in and get ass
like,
naked?
Some of them get naked. Some of them already be naked underneath their dress. So they see an artist and they just take off their clothes and just start twerking. So they're like they drunk. And I be looking like, I don't think this girl drunk because she just was regular outside.
Right.
And all of a sudden she was acting like she all the way drunk and just get naked and start twerking.
God. Sell your soul for a jelly roll.
Yes.
Hold on, wait. So you're in Atlanta, right? And you're experiencing this. Now, from your perspective, right? You're in Atlanta. Yes. The movies, music, that industry in general, right? Yes. So you're in it. What is your perception on that whole industry? Do you think they got it together like LA? Is it up and coming? Like, what is your perspective on it?
I mean, it's a whole bunch of capping.
Oh shit.
It's like, so everybody think they're celebrities. Everybody walking around like it's like the mini Hollywood, but it's so many people, you'll go around them and think they got it all together, think the jewelry that they have on is their jewelry, think the money that they pulling up their sleeve is their money. That money don't even be their money. It might be like a big artist money that they just taking a picture to show the girls so they can get more girls. So the girls got to find out that that's really not their money when they call them like, hey, can I have some money? I don't know what they tell the girls, but stop taking pictures with all this money because it's not your money. Stop asking people to hold their jewelry, and when you get around these females, where the jewelry at? Like, there's a lot of capping going on.
Oh nah, man, nigga, you could let a nigga hold a chain for the video shoot. So when you have another issue that has arisen that I've seen arising before is body odor with females. Like, how do you approach one of your models if they have like some body odor that's not so great?
Okay, I would say everyone, I need y'all to freshen up. I'm not just gonna say one person. I'm gonna say everybody, I need y'all to freshen up before we go on set. So if y'all have deodorant, if y'all have perfume, make sure y'all freshen up so everybody can be nice and fresh when we go in front of the camera.
That's very professional.
Yeah.
What do you say is most importantly, like when you're trying to build your agency, like what has been some of the things that helped you build your agency to the place that it is now?
I tell people they have to be consistent. Like, you cannot start on Monday and then feel like you don't want to do something else until Saturday. It don't work like that.
That's a fact. You got to be relentless with the grind.
Yeah.
How many hours would you say you put in before it actually you start seeing the fruits of your label come back?
Oh my goodness. I'm an entrepreneur, so I don't know. Like, sometimes I go to sleep like 9 o'clock. I wake up like 5 in the morning. Sometimes I wait for the sun to come up and I be having like different ideas and I just write it down in my book. So.
Has that ever affected a relationship you ever been in? Because, like sometimes niggas don't like their women to be, working that hard or up late and doing all that other shit. Has it ever affected you?
No.
What's up? Now, you being in Atlanta.
Yes.
So you're doing the Atlanta thing. At what point do you decide to pick up and move to Texas?
I just wanted to try something different. Because it was like everybody just running to Atlanta. Like, that's the only place in the world. And it's not. And I tell people, like, everybody is running to Atlanta. Like, you got to try something different. Everybody is in Atlanta want to be a rapper, a singer. Like, make sure you make some noise in your hometown. Because if you in your hometown, don't nobody know who you are, but you run into Atlanta, you want to be this rapper, this singer. But they be like, okay, well, if you from Baltimore and nobody know who you are, and you be like, yeah, I'm the hottest person in Baltimore. So when I make a phone call in Baltimore, people be like, who's that? So I tell people, like, make sure your hometown know who you are because they're going to be your supporters. Just like Javante. He's from Baltimore. So whenever he go to fight, he have a lot of people from Baltimore follow him because we know who he is.
Now, what are some of the differences between working in Atlanta and working in Texas?
You said what?
Some of the differences between working in Atlanta and working in Texas.
I feel like Texas is more slow for me because Atlanta is stuff going on like every single day. It's different castings, video shoots, everything, like every day.
And so if it's slower, what kind of adjustments have you had to make as far as your business?
Well, I still do a lot of stuff on the internet. I still post on my social media. So whenever somebody contact me, social media is really good because I don't really have to be in Atlanta. But sometimes the artists like for me to be in Atlanta because, again, the models, they come late. They won't, you'll something like wear black. They'll wear red. You'll tell them the parking lot is across the street. They'll go to the store. Like, they always like for me to be there when these models come, because a lot of them don't listen.
Amen. Now, pretty privilege. You know, you're an attractive woman. Would you say that helps you get more work, business, or does that work against you when you're trying to actually get business done?
I mean, it all depends, because some guys, like, if you don't go out to dinner with them, they be like, okay, well, if you want to be a part of this project, I want to take you out. And if you tell them down, then they may tell the next person, oh, do not work with her. And then they'll let you know, like, oh, yeah, since you didn't want to go out with me, oh, since you didn't want to have sex with me, I'm going to tell these other people don't work with you. So that's really real.
Damn. So have you ever felt like you might get blackballed, or have you ever been in a scenario where you were afraid, where you were like, damn, I might get blackballed because I overstepped the line with this person or dated this person? Or didn't date, or refused?
That happened to me before. It was a guy, he wanted to take me out, and I was like, no. And he was like, okay, so since we can't go out, I'm going to tell these people don't work with you. I thought he was joking. So when I called the people like, hey, I want to do these projects, like, they stopped answering, then they blocked it. And I was like, what? Then I called the next person, they wasn't answering. So I'm like, oh, he called all these people because I didn't even want to go out with him. But he had a girlfriend, and I had worked with his girlfriend before. Damn. So I was like, no.
Did you tell the girlfriend?
No.
I'd have told that motherfucker, yo, whole ass nigga.
Right, then you become the snitch.
No.
So when you see, like, because I know you see, like, when people get online, it seems like they get real frustrated and they be like, fuck it, I'm just going to go crazy. Do you think that's what that is, where a person be blackballed for so long, they just be like, well, fuck it, I'm letting everybody have it?
I mean, everything is different. I can't speak for the world.
Now, you've worked with Boosie before. How has that helped your career, if any, if at all?
Well, see, Boosie, let me see, how did it help my career? A lot of people reach out to me, because it's like Instagram. Just take a picture and post it. And then people will be like, oh, yeah, you know Boosie, da-da-da-da-da. So everything, just post a picture. And once they see you post a picture, everybody going to be contacting you for this and that.
Did you ever have to go on a date with Boosie?
No.
Boosie ain't asked you on no date?
No.
That nigga stupid.
No, I know his girlfriend.
That nigga ain't got no girlfriend.
Have you ever been to one of Boosie's pool parties?
Yes.
Okay, just describe that, because when he described it, we actually talked to him a long time ago. Okay. And he described the pool party like, everybody topless. I don't want no nigga with their girlfriend calling me. It's going crazy. You know what I'm saying?
They do be topless. They
do
be topless. They be walking around naked.
He said
enjoying life.
He said everybody got to be topless.
No. Everybody don't have to be topless.
Oh, shit.
I wasn't topless. I had a whole bathing suit on.
Oh. Now,
but they make an exception for me. So he always make an exception for me. I don't have to get topless. Now the other girls, that's how they have to be.
Okay, so hold on. So what make you special? Why you get this?
Because he don't look at me like I'm them other girls. Like, he respect me.
Okay.
So he don't ever look at me like I'm them girls that just pull up.
What's the wildest shit that you seen at the pool party?
What's the wildest thing I seen at the pool party? I don't really see nothing wild, like out of control. Just naked girls.
Now, he was just recently also picked up by the feds on a gun charge. When you seen that, were you shocked, or like what was your emotion when you seen it?
When I seen Boosie, I just was like, dang. I felt bad for his kids.
Yeah, you got a lot of kids.
Yeah.
Now,
have you ever had to deal, well, you know, with somebody who was in the feds, like actually actively dating them, and then they were having to be in the feds? Because I always wonder, from a woman's perspective, how long do they hang in there before they say, you know what, I can't do it no more?
No, I never dated nobody in the feds.
Let's say you were dating somebody and they went to the feds. How long would you hang around before you like, man, so, I got to move around?
See, I don't know. It depends how you feel about that person. So I can't answer that, because you got to know how you feel about somebody if you're going to hang on to that person, or that it was just a fling.
Right. All right, let's say you was 2-3 years strong. Like, but I guess give me just like, what do you think is too long to hang in there for any woman? Take yourself out of it. Normal, average woman.
See, everybody is different. It's all about your feelings, how you feel about that person.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's say Boosie get this. They say he's looking at possibly 15 years. Do you think his career will be able to sustain all his businesses of that nature? Do you think he'll be able to survive that?
I don't think he gonna get no 15 years.
Well, he a felon. He ain't supposed to have no gun.
Yeah, I don't think he gonna get no 15 years. That's just what they gotta say. The maximum sentence.
Mm. Now you also have a client that you work with that gets into it with Boosie quite often. Terrance Gangster Williams. How is it to have two clients that you work with and that you're friends with that go at each other a lot?
I be feeling like sad. I be wishing they stop beefing because so many people be contacting me on Instagram, be like, pick sides. And they be cussing me out. They be on my Instagram. Like, I done blocked so many people for so many rude messages that they done send to me. And, oh my gosh, I just be like, y'all just need to leave me alone. Like, I'm a female. Y'all just be doing too much.
Now, if you had to pick a side. I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you.
But it's okay, because we're going to put this out there. You were the one that helped Terrance Gangster Williams to get on Vlad, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then now you see that Boosie actually finally responded to Terrance via Vlad. When you saw that clip, were you like, damn? Because the beef been going on for so long, but it's been like on his part kind of subliminal, but he actually was just like, he addressed it. Yeah. So when you seen that, what was your thoughts on that?
Well, when it first started last year, Terrance had contacted me and he was like, I'm about to say something. And I was like, what? And he had told me like, go watch it. I watched it. So I was like, leave it alone. Don't say nothing. I was like, don't worry about it. So he was like, and I think like the next day or 2 days later, he was like, I posted. I was like, oh my gosh. I just started laughing like, oh gosh. So then people started contacting me and then they just never stopped. And then people like that'll be around Boosie just start being weird. Like I was the person that said something and I'm like,
How would you feel if Boosie told on somebody to get out of jail?
I mean, he can do what he want to do.
Would you feel like he let the streets down?
I'm not in the streets, so that's something he got to deal with.
Amen.
What are your thoughts on just grown men in general? Like, there's so much commentary on snitching and all this other shit. From a woman's perspective, do you even give a damn? Does it make us look childish?
I don't care. It's so stupid to me. Like, it's just, at one point, I'm like, this is just entertainment. Because everybody all over the internet, and then now Terrance is on the internet. So I didn't hear nothing about New Orleans until he started talking about New Orleans. And now everybody got stories about New Orleans. So now I'm learning about the history that I never learned about from Terrance being all over the internet. Because he is definitely on and popping on the internet.
Yeah. But isn't it funny, like, one of the things that Terrance is probably showing niggas is how to capitalize and how to have their own narrative. Because Boosie says something, they call him Mr. Answer Right Back to People's Champ. Terrance will turn around and tell his side of the story. And because of that, nobody can ever really say anything about him because Terrance already gonna say it. So it's like, and then not only that, but he capitalizes, and now he got 100K. Shout out to Terrance Gangster Williams. He just hit 100K by just telling his story. So for you seeing that, like, what is your thoughts when you see him be able to build and capitalize off of anybody just using his name freely?
Well, Terrance, he is very consistent. He's constantly working. And a lot of people contact me, they think they can be Terrance by tomorrow, but it don't work like that. He already had a name for himself anyway. So people already wanted to know who he was. He just was hiding, and he had to come out to let the world know, yes, I'm back. So I tell everybody, like, stay consistent. He's very, very consistent. Stay focused and stay humble, stay prayed up.
Amen. What is it like working with Terrance?
What is
he seems nice.
Oh,
he seems nice to work sitting on the couch, but
What's like with Terrance? Oh gosh. First of all, sometimes he feel like, oh, you think you my mother. If I give him like some advice or something like that, I'll be like, no. Oh, you trying to change what I'll be like, no. But I like working with Terrance. We laugh. He real silly. I be thinking like he a comedian. I tell him to go to the studio and he need to do a song or something. He be coming up with these lyrics. But he ain't gonna make no track. I thought he was gonna make something like OG Giggity Diggity or something.
Now, what is some advice that you given Terrance that he didn't take and he had to come back and say, I should have did that?
What's some advice? Like, people on the internet, I contact him. And then he'll be like, okay. Then I tell him no. And then he'll talk to them. Then he'll come back to me and be like, oh, Queen France already said that. He'll do it like a lot. He'll tell them, he'll come back like, Queen France already told me don't do that. So.
Now, y'all have a podcast together, yep, right?
Yes.
The cat, what is it called? The Cappity Cap?
Cappity Cat podcast.
Okay, tell me about that. Like, when did y'all start that? When did y'all, and whose idea was it to start this podcast?
We started it last year. I can't really remember the month.
Okay, so last year, so y'all been going for about a year strong. And whose idea was it to put the podcast together?
Well, Terrance, we both was talking about it, but he came up with the name.
Yeah.
And then he got everything together. And then we was like, okay, we're going to start talking about this or that, whatever. But, yeah.
So for people who haven't never seen the podcast, tell them what's some of the shit that y'all touch on? This your time to promote now.
We talk about relationships, family, different things in the world.
Okay, so let's touch on relationships. What are some of the things that, like, give me a topic of relationship that y'all touched on that sparked something in you that you didn't even know that was dope?
We talk about loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about, like, if something happened between a best friend and your boyfriend. We talk about a lot of different things.
What is a topic that y'all can't ever seem to agree on? Like he think it should go this way when you think it should go another way.
Well, it's a lot of stuff we don't agree on. And it don't even got to be about the podcast.
So let's get a scenario. Men think, they like to indulge in polygamy. What is your stance on polygamy, and what is Terrance's stance on polygamy?
I don't know what's his standpoint, but
Do you think you could ever be a sister wife?
No.
So what about this one, right? Let's say you dating a man, right? Boom. Let's say you just dating. Y'all are just dating. So he's fucking other bitches, right? I mean, that's how dating go, right? I mean, he might. So wait. So you saying if a nigga's dating you, and this is not exclusive dating. Y'all are just dating. Y'all are just going on dates. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in this time frame, he's going on dates, right?
Yeah.
Y'all get serious. One of the girls that he was dating come up pregnant, but you don't know until 4 or 5 months down the road, right? So y'all love each other, and now all of a sudden this bitch come knocking on the door like, hey, I'm pregnant. I'm 5 months pregnant. What's your take on that? Like, what do you do?
She need to go get rid of it.
What? In 5 months?
She need to go to New York. Go to New York.
God. Terminate the baby?
Go to New York. Cause she
what?
No. Because she thinks she's going to be hanging around for 18 years. No.
Wait, so if that wasn't an option, is it done? It's done deal?
Okay,
Is it a done deal?
If that wasn't an option, then I would just we going to have to sign some type of agreement that you're not about to be popping up here with your baby.
Yeah, that's called child support. That's the agreement.
Or I can talk to him like, okay, when she had his baby, I want you to go ahead and get the baby so the baby can stay with us and she can visit. The baby can go over there with her on weekends and the baby stay with us throughout the week.
So how are you gonna treat the baby though? Because you ain't had no baby.
I do have a daughter.
No, I'm saying no.
Oh.
Women don't. When he come in with a newborn baby.
Yeah, that's what I said. That She gonna have to get visitation rights on the weekend. We gonna have the baby throughout the week. I'm gonna treat the baby like that's my baby. If I'm with him, I'm in a relationship with him, then I gotta love the baby too.
This sound like Cappy the Cow.
No, y'all, listen. I said she had to sign over her rights so that we can have the baby. She get to visit the baby. She get to see the baby on the weekends.
All right, scenario number 2. Boom. You dating a nigga, right? Boom, y'all at a bar, right? Yes. Your crazy ex-boyfriend come in and beat him down. Are you still fucking with the man?
Wait a minute, you said my ex.
Your crazy ex comes in, they have a confrontation, and the ex beats your current boyfriend up.
Oh man, my boyfriend gonna beat the ex up.
Are you gonna jump in?
What? Of course.
All right, ride or die. What is your stance on cheating? Who cheats more, men or women?
Okay, men don't know how to cheat.
So that means women then, right?
Because they'll start messing with these chicks and the chicks be all in their feelings and want to call and tell their girlfriend.
So how should a man properly cheat? What is cheating etiquette?
It's not even properly. These guys just out here be doing anything.
So if your man like hits Issa Rae or like, let me see who's a good upstanding woman. Your man hit Beyonce somehow, Rihanna or some shit. Would that even cause you to break up, or you just gonna give him doubt?
I'm gonna be like, well, let me go see Obama or somebody.
Oh, you gonna get back.
Cause you think you just about to be out here because this person got a big name.
But see, that's the difference.
It's not going down like that.
But that's the difference. I don't think no man in here.
It's not no different.
I don't think no man in here would break up with you if you hit Obama. We just be like, damn, that's what's up. Like, I ain't.
But
you hit Obama, you came back to me.
But I'm gonna hear about it every day. I'm gonna be washing dishes. Yeah, you washing dishes like you at Obama house. I'm gonna clean the bathroom like, yeah, you cleaning that floor like you at Obama house. So I'm gonna constantly hear about me about Obama. So yeah.
Oh, you crazy, bro.
Now, we just recently seen incident with YK Osiris.
Oh yeah, okay. So let's preface this, right? Because you have, don't you do you have a thing online, right? Where you read the freaky shit. What is it? What is it?
Come Get Wet.
Come Get Wet podcast. So you know, this is a good topic, right? Because you kind of have you're open with your sexuality. You do the sexual things or whatever. Sukihana is very open, very sexual in nature, right? So she goes on a press run, and YK Osiris walks up to her and tries to tongue kiss her in the mouth.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And then you see Sukihana go on another podcast, and the guy shows her his dick picture while in the middle of the podcast. Just wild sexual harassment shit, right? And some people are saying, well, she speaks freaky, she deserves it. And other people are like, yo, this is fucking sexual harassment on camera. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For somebody like you who, was openly sexual and stuff like that, what is your take on that? Because you see her clearly scared and she feels not protected and nobody's doing shit about it.
For the guy to show her a penis picture, like, I don't want no guy show me no penis picture. I cannot stand when a guy send me a penis picture to my DM. Like, he automatically gonna get blocked. And for YK, he just went too far. Like, he did like too much. He did not have to do all this stuff. If she telling you saying stop, like, why are you? Come on, nothing is funny. Like, he just did too much.
Do you think just the over sexualization of what is it that you think made it? Because nobody really jumped in and did nothing. Everybody sat there and they kind of laughed it off.
Because they thought they was just joking around. And they wasn't actually paying attention. They was there, look, and then turn their head and finish doing what they doing. They probably thought they was playing around, but they didn't notice that he wasn't stopping. Right.
But then the nigga did it twice, type shit. Like, I don't know, this shit's crazy. Do you think something should have happened to him, like as far as like charges or anything, or it just is what it is?
I mean, it's up to her.
Right. So for you, let's talk about that. You said it's Let's Get Wet podcast?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Give us an excerpt from the podcast.
I just be on there, like, talking nasty.
Give us, like, chapter 1.
Chapter 1. Okay, so I might tell the guys, like, make sure I'll be like, hey, what's up, daddy? Hey, what's up, mommy? I see you had a long day at work. Oh, yes. So come get wet with me. Oh. Oh. Oh, get your towel.
Right about there is where he comes. Bow.
Bow. Wait, hold on. How you not expecting no dick pic? Nigga, you getting this dick pic right after. Like, what? I don't know.
Effect, bro.
An effect.
No, honestly though. Where's this at?
It's on my Spotify. Come Get Wet podcast.
What?
Spotify.
Allows this?
Yes.
Spotify co-signed it?
What made you want to do a podcast like that?
Because people always say, like, when I talk to people on the phone, my voice is so relaxing. And I could be driving. They'd be like, you sound like you in bed. And I'd be like, no, I'm out front. Open the door. And whoever I'm talking to on the phone, they be like, why you sound so sexy? So I was like, I always say this. So I'm like, I know my voice sounds so good. Something to make some money off of this voice.
You ever think about doing the toe thing with the feet? Like doing the toes, taking pictures of the toes?
Yeah, I thought about that too. I did actually take some pictures with like whipped cream, bananas, and strawberries and put all over my toes. And then smashed it like.
So how much when you hear about a woman like she making millions of dollars just by showing her feet, like why how does that make you want to like jump in the game like that, or with fetishes and things of that nature, or you just be like, nah, I'm chilling on that?
Sometimes I think of it, but I be having so much stuff to do. You gotta have time because you gotta be consistent because then people won't be coming.
Right.
Because they're gonna be trying to come and look at that.
Now you got to give me I'm sure you get feedback, right? What is some of the feedback that you get when people listen to your?
They be like, come on, I'm waiting for you. I be like, okay, I'm gonna post some more. Cause they send messages. They come to my Instagram and send messages like, please, can you send more? I be like, okay, I'm gonna do it today, but I might be busy that day. Then they come, they won't stop. They be like, come on, please. I listen to I'm at work. I got people my job. And I had to, like my Instagram page, I had to take it off of public because it was like all these people coming. And I was like, oh no, somebody might be trying to get my page shut down because they always like report my page.
So what do you think is the biggest, because I'm sure a lot of these people that are hitting you are probably married in relationships and stuff like that. What is the biggest thing you take from that? People listening to your podcast and they have a woman or they have a whole marriage and shit like that. Like,
I tell them to listen together. And then I tell them like, write Queen France on the mirror while he got her bent over. I want her to write Queen France on the mirror. And then had a steam inside the shower. Yeah, and play the music. And sometimes I might tell them to pull my picture up. Because I might have a picture in a bathtub or something like that. And I tell them like, look at my picture while you got your girl bent over. And then tell her write Queen France and bang her out.
you're gonna get a nigga stabbed. Don't listen to none of that. Nah, but okay. But what I'm saying is this, right? Like, I be feeling like it seems like people be in relationships, but they don't have the sexual chemistry and freedom. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what do you like? What advice would you give to couples? You know what I'm saying? To spice things up or keep shit going.
The same way that you met that person, you gotta keep it like spicy. Like y'all gotta do like when y'all cook spaghetti, don't just put that plate on his table. Like put that needle in his mouth and then y'all both and then you go to him like, and then while you cooking in that stove, baby, come taste this and let him like bend you over while you cooking them collard greens.
Who should initiate sex? Should it be a 50-50 thing or should it be?
It's whoever wanted. That's it. Like if you could be laying down watching TV. If she feel like jumping on you, let her do it.
How many times should your partner be able to tell you no?
How many times should they be able to tell you no?
And let's do like in a 30-day span. Let's say, like, you know, a man or a woman, and your partner has different needs or whatever, but you be tired or whatever your case may be. What is a reasonable amount of time to say? Amount of times to be like, I don't feel like it.
I never thought about that. How many times?
How many?
There was a guy that actually had a spreadsheet, right? I think his shit was for like a whole year. Yeah. And he actually charted every time, like he asked his wife, denied, I'm tired, I'm on my period. Like it was like literally a whole year where he didn't get none.
He had that spreadsheet just so he can show her because he probably was going out spraying somebody else.
Well, okay, so let's say a man comes to this woman, 60 days, she rejects him. 60 days. Should he be allowed to get some outside box?
If she don't want to reject him, he gonna go outside.
That's not the question. Should he be able?
No, he shouldn't, but he's going to.
Well, okay, let's take it to that. You reject the man 60 days for no reason. He gets some outside box, and he comes back to take, baby, hey, I try to, you wouldn't give me no coochie. I had to go get some. Can you get past that?
She gonna be pissed all the way off and ready to break up with him and everything. All because only she had to do was bust it open.
So, in your case, how many times could you comfortably be denied by your man before it starts being an issue? I never thought about like a certain amount of times. Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah, maybe if he's tired or he just don't feel like it.
That tired shit.
He be sleepy or something, might work or something like that.
Man, fuck all that. Just wake me up in the morning.
Okay, so we got that out the way. So you got the podcast. Do you have any other like ventures or merchandise or clients that you're working with? I know you helped us get what's the name? Soldier Slim's baby mama. You helped like you really be put
Magnolia
yeah
twins. I work with them. I manage them. They not manage Dana.
Yeah.
I work with Ronnie Bo now.
Okay.
That's someone who was cellmates with R. Kelly.
Okay.
I work with different like models and actors.
Is there any movies that you're casting for currently, or like if somebody wanted to use you, your services to help them cast and things like that? Is that something that you're still doing?
Yeah, they can go on Queen France Agency on Instagram, or they can send me an email at queenfranceagency@gmail.com. And I'm actually doing a fashion show. It's going to be August 24th. It's going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm still looking for clothing brands, vendors, and models. My models can be any size. You don't have to be this big. I want all shapes and sizes, females and males.
Well, it's been a delight talking to you today.
Oh, baby, before I leave, I need to give some shout outs.
Oh, for sure.
Yes. I want to give a shout out to Terrance Williams on his 100K.
Woo! 100K!
And I want to give a shout out to my daughter, Cassandra, in the whole Baltimore, my mother, my best friend. I want to say happy birthday to my sister, my brother, Wooji and Candace. And what's up to my cousin, Tugga Dugga, Annette, Chanel, and Tasha.
Amen.
And don't forget, I want to give a special shout out to Erica and Smoke and Nene and Fork on the Road and Track Foods ATL.
Hey man, them was the most ghetto names I've heard in a long time.
They wrote Baltimore.
During the shout out.
And Kiana.
We
hold up. And Kiana.
Yeah,
Kiana, yes.
Queen Francis, it was a treat, man. We love to see what you're doing. Give them the name of that agency again and how they can contact you.
Queen France Agency. And my Instagram is official Queen France. And Cabity Cat Podcast. And do not forget to go up to They Need Us nonprofit. We have a nonprofit, me and Terrence. So y'all can go in there. Y'all can see what we be doing around the community. If y'all want to be a part of it, send us a message through the DM.
Amen. Hey, this was a great treat, man. We glad you came. Before we get you out of here, we're gonna clap and we just want to see you just walk off. After I say this next part, and this is the best part. Queen France, you are a real life street star.
It ain't real life. Just say real life street stars. Know what time.